Hey guys, what's going on? Today is episode 2 of Journey to the NFL, and today I'm going to share 2 tips that really have helped my kicking a lot. But first, I'm going to go over some of my kicking film and just show y'all kind of some of my thoughts on the film, what I did good, what I did bad. So yeah, hope you like this video. If you do, like and subscribe for more content, and yeah, let's get into it. Alright guys, so this was a really good kicking session. I did not get every kick on film, but this is most of them. I had some really good ones that weren't on film too, but this is a good majority of them. So you'll see at first I was struggling a little bit. I was pulling some of the balls to the left and I was just wrapping it just a little bit, but I don't mind that miss because it's telling me I'm at least getting through the ball and I'm not leaving it to the right. And there are some here that fade right, and that's just kind of not hitting the sweet spot of the ball and not getting solid contact for me, so I hit a little low, and sometimes I don't get through the full kick if that happens. But yeah, like I said, pretty good day. I was focusing really here on swinging through the inside panel, which I talk about later on in the video when I'm giving you all tips, and also hitting up on the ball, which is one of the other tips that I talk about later on. And so I was really focused on this, and that allowed me to get better ball contact for a majority of the kicks. We had a pretty good crosswind too. It was kind of swirling, but most of the time it was left to right. So that's a pretty challenging wind for a right-footed kicker, and at least for me anyway, because I have a tendency to leave the ball to the right. So if I do that with this wind, it's really going to exaggerate it. Alright, so just made it to the gym. Just finished up the field session of kicking, and now we're about to hit an explosive lower body workout. Alright guys, so just got home from the workout. I'm going to talk to y'all about it for just a second. So the first thing I did was box step-ups, and I kept the weight really light. And this is because I was working on the speed of the movement. So how fast could I step up onto that box? I was also making sure I contracted my glute and my abs the whole time. I was really making sure I fired the glute when I stepped up onto the box with the leg that was holding all the weight. So these are really good for kicking. Like I said, I did really lightweight, focusing on the fast twitch explosion. Then I moved into a med ball circuit. All these movements with the med ball are focusing on explosion and really fast power output. So like the split stance one, the first one, I'm focusing on firing that back glute and that hip to really generate the power and turn and throw the ball into the wall. I mean, same with most of those other ones. The last one where you jump 180 onto the box and then fire a med ball kind of going in the opposite direction almost. It's very good to work that fast twitch muscle and that hip explosion, because the only way to get power in that movement is really if you use your hips, and it's almost like throwing like a quick jab, right? So you jump, turn, and then fire your hip and everything, and that's how you get the most power out of it. And so it's really good for kicking, because kicking you gotta fire the hips. Yeah, so all that med ball stuff was really good. And then I moved into a couple supersets. The first one was bench press, dumbbell bench press, and dumbbell incline rows, and kept the reps really low. I think it was only 3 reps of each, and the weight high. So this is working on just pure strength right there. And then we went for another superset with push-ups and pull-ups, and yeah, that was pretty much the workout. All right guys, so these are gonna be the 2 tips that have really helped me on my kicking. The first thing is gonna be to focus on swinging more through the inside panel of the football. So I'll show you what that looks like. So if this is my football and I'm kicking that way, I'm a right-footed kicker, my plant's here, I wanna focus on swinging through this inside panel of the ball. So there's the seam going right down the middle, and then there's an outside or right side panel, and there's a left side, okay? And this is the inside because it's close to us. So I really try and imagine when I go to kick the ball, I'm taking everything, my hips and my leg and my foot, and trying to drive it through that inside panel of the ball. And what this is doing for me, it's helping me flatten out my swing and get my foot in the right position to swing up and through the ball and hit it in the correct spot. Now, we actually want to hit the ball more dead in the center on the seam, but when I think about swinging through this inside panel, it really helps me get my body in the right position and my swing and my foot going up and through it, and it just helps me get a lot better contact. So my next tip is a little more for kickoffs, but it's actually helped me on field goals as well. So on a kickoff, the ball's teed up a little bit, so you have room to get under it more. I try and imagine swinging up on the ball. So your swing, the course of your swing, you have a backswing, and then you have a downswing, and then when you get here, that's where your like 0 is. That's where you're even with the ground. If you go farther, that's an upswing, right? So down, 0, upswing. I try and imagine hitting the ball on the upswing, so it really drives it out. And this has helped me get a lot more hang time on my kickoffs too. I went from like 4.04, 4.01 to 4.1 hang time, all the way to like I've been getting like 4.22 hang times, and on good ones I can get closer to 4.3 hang times. So let me show you again. So if you're coming in, you want to try and have the 0 your swing back here, so that way by the time you get to the ball, you're on the upswing like this, and you're gonna hit it higher. And for me, it helped me get better contact, and again, it really drove the ball through the air, and I got more hang time with the distance. And this, like I said, this is more suited for kickoff, but I actually started doing this on field goals, and it helped me out too. Now, you can try it for both. Definitely try it on kickoff. Now, you got to be careful with this, because if you exaggerate it and do it, if you hit it way on the upswing, you can hit too high on the ball, and that'll be a really bad miss kick. So play with it, but try it. Like I said, it's really helped me on kickoff. It's also helped me on field goal. You can try it on there too, but depending if you're off a tee on field goals, it could be really hard. So for me, being off the ground, it's hard to do this, because now I'm risking hitting too high up on the ball and not getting the height and having a bad miss hit. So if you're off a block though for field goals, this can help you too. Again, just try and imagine hitting a little more up on the upswing. And this doesn't work for everybody, so you might try it out. It might help you, it might not. And then when I also think about hitting on the upswing, it helps me kind of stay through that inside panel as well. So yeah, hope this helped y'all out, guys. And that's gonna be my video for Journey to the NFL episode 2. And let me know what else y'all want to see in the comments below. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. Smash the like button and subscribe for more kicking content. Thanks for watching.